So I went through 3 cans, well, because one got thrown across the shop and exploded. It was a problem in the cap. I'm thinking it's 7890 or, yeah, 7890, there it is. They don't make it anymore, of course. But I was trying to find the correct or similar Ford blue. It looks like it belongs on an amusement ride. It just doesn't look right. Still gotta clean up the valve cover, and I got gaskets around here somewhere. I'll clean this up and hammer the holes flush. I like to do that. Usually doesn't take much. I don't super crank my covers on. It didn't look like these were cranked on that tight either. But definitely, I don't know what guys' opinions are. I've used the rubber ones. I've used the cork ones, cork rubber ones. Those are the ones I like the best. The rubber ones, I find they get hard as a rock twice as fast. They don't seal as nicely. I've always had good luck with these cork rubber ones. So I'll clean up that one tomorrow or next time. And this one here, I was experimenting because I can't get the plastic coat that I used to use. So I've been trying to find another. And I'm looking at it on the camera here, and this blue is definitely showing up a lot lighter on camera. But I was trying to find the correct or similar Ford blue, like the plastic coat. Well, the plastic coat was almost dead nuts on. So what I did was I bought Rust-Oleum, which I think is trim clad for you Canadians, if there's anyone watching. This happens to be gloss deep blue. That's what I painted that cover in. And they had another one that was almost an old Ford blue. It's just a little lighter, but a little more white to it. Almost gets close to the Chrysler blue, but not quite. Doesn't have enough. I don't think there's enough greenish tint to it, or wherever the hell that Chrysler blue is. But this one is gloss brilliant blue. Now, I gotta try that one yet. This is the one I did try, which was, you can read it. I painted that engine in the Duplicolor, and granted it turned out okay. It's a little dusty, but I had to shake the ever-living crap out of that can, and the farther you go through the can, the lighter the shit gets, no matter how hard you shake it. Because I shook it for a good 10 minutes to finally get it to pull color the way it's supposed to, and then as you're getting down through the can, it starts lightening up. So I went through 3 cans. Well, because one got thrown across the shop and exploded.
Sounds like he's got a short fuse.
I got 3 words: anger management.
So we won't count that one. 2 cans, and basically when I was starting to get halfway through the first can, I had to just kind of coat it down real quick and then come back with the second can and fog all the color in even. Garbage. And I've used the blue before, and I've like gotten gasoline on it or some kind of solvent on it, and it just comes right off. Or it doesn't stick where the damn flakes off. I've always had great luck with plastic coat. It pisses me off if they don't make it anymore, because it was really, really good stuff. I think I might have a can or 2 of it left. Yeah, see, this is the stuff right here. Plastic coat. And it was the old 224 Ford blue. Perfect. I mean, this color was perfect. The paint was perfect. Not real happy with that blue, but it'll do the job. Don't be surprised if you find a different shade on it the next time you see it, because I really don't care for this. I don't know. It looks like it belongs on an amusement ride. It just doesn't look right. Is it gonna matter? The rest of the engine looks like crap, but it matters to me. That's funny. That doesn't quite look like the same blue. It was the first time I painted it. Good old Martin Senior enamel. I'm not sure what color this is. It was a problem in the cap. I'm thinking it's 7890 or, yeah, 7890. There it is. They don't make it anymore, of course. Then I tried using this one, and it did this weird light, really light watery blue. I shook it a long time thinking maybe the white and blue were really separated. It never came around, so I don't know what. Here is the sealant I like to use on most of my gaskets. This is 3M weather strip adhesive. It's the yellow stuff. I always call it yellow snot. It's part number 08001. I get this at Napa. A lot of places sell it. I think our other local parts house, Cost Less, has it. And I have here, I like using cork rubber gaskets. I don't particularly care for the all rubber ones. I don't think they're as good or they last as long. I definitely prefer these better. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. So what I'll usually do is I'll make sure that these fit before I glue them in. Sometimes they're a little bit off. I think these were probably purchased at Napa. Yeah, it's Napa, Dan Napa. They're old. I got these out of the old man's stock. Trying to use up a lot of his extra parts. The guy bought so much stuff. So no one's really going to buy the crap, so I might as well use it, right? So anyways, it fits good, so I'll take a little bit of this stuff, and I'll also show you. Nothing crazy, I just did a little quick clean to the bolts, just hosed them with a little bit of semi-gloss black. Nothing fancy, put those right there so they're ready. And I'll take some of this stuff. Hopefully it's, sometimes this stuff will come unmixed. But I'll tell you what, as far as sealants go, this stuff is the bomb. I've been able to use and reuse the cork gasket a few times just because it seems to stay real well in combination with this stuff. Uh-oh, I thought I cleaned it. And if you don't clean it very well, that's what will happen. And I thought for sure I wiped that down. That really screwed me up. You don't have much working time with this yellow snot, as I like to call it. I thought for sure I know I wiped this down. What the hell happened to this stuff? Anyways. You don't have very much working time with this, so. Go fast. Really well fuel and gas resistant, oil resistant. I really like this stuff. It really does work good. Really do like it. The only downfall to it is, and it has a black, I'm not sure if the black is any different as far as dry time, but this yellow stuff, she sets up quick. The newer the tube, a little bit more time you get, but I usually have my tubes for a little while. So the older ones set up really fast. Nothing special. You don't want to smoke these down, just nice and lightly, even. I mean, you might want to use a torque wrench the first few times around to get the feel of it, because you can over tighten these and split the gasket. Small block Chevys are really good for that because the the rail and the head that the cover rests against is actually a little bit rounded on your older small block Chevys. And it is really easy to split a gasket. Matter of fact, they make a gasket that has a little sleeve and where the bolts go through to keep it from crushing. They come in handy. They're actually pretty nice. Most of the Ford ones, it's usually not a problem as long as you just keep it nice and easy. Sometimes I'll actually use a 1/4 inch ratchet just so I don't overdo it with a 3/8. So once they all start feeling about the same, then I'll quit. Just about there. I do it this way and it seems to work really good. I haven't had any problems with leaks. Like I said, my other truck has air conditioning in it too. I have chrome covers on it. I use that weather strip adhesive and I glue it just to the cover. I don't ever glue the engine side because then you guys sit there and scrape the gasket off the engine side. You take the cover off, the cover comes with you, it's no big deal. But I've used the yellow snot stuff on chrome, no leaks, no problems. And that 3M weather strip adhesive bonds really well to that chrome. And the oil and fuel do not seem to mess with it. The fuel might, but I've never had any oil issues. Not like RTV. I mean, it's pretty bad when you can take the RTV and just peel it right off. That tells you right there it don't stick for nothing. I wouldn't use that crap for anything. And I never have. I learned my lesson. The only other sealer I use, and it's like a high build situation, is that Permatex Right Stuff. It's about the only thing Permatex makes that's worth a crap. Yeah, so these are all pretty much about the same feeling now. Yep. So I'm going to say, I think they're good to go. I think we're good. I got to bit that guy out of the way, but that's alright, that worked. But anyways, like I said, simple little maintenance things like this. They're fun, easy to do. Thank God I don't have air conditioning on this truck. Ugh. My other truck has it, and it's not horrible. It's not like working on my 03, but it isn't as fun or easy as this. And my AC doesn't even work, so it's not even worth it, you know? So there we go. Simple maintenance item. A lot of times these things will leak no matter what rig it is. I did these on my son's 4.0 liter V6 in his Ranger, and that was a nightmare. But again, maintenance thing. It's something that needs to be done. Fortunately, the intake manifold gasket seems to be hanging pretty good. I'm going to replace these because remember, I don't know if I've done the video yet or not, of my 56 where I found this rubber line was cracking and splitting only after a few years use. And I actually used the same line here when I was working on this, and it's already hard as a rock. So I'm going to change that out real quick. I'm going to clean that cover up, get some paint on it, and eventually get that put in, and we'll be done in the engine bay for now, I hope.